Leverage is the bane of our existence. Leverage destroys everybody it touches. I get the impression through sheer experience through the thousands and thousands and thousands of students that we have that students believe that leverage is some sort of secret ticket in order to get rich quick. You have to understand something very critical. Leverage does not increase your skill. It magnifies it. I choose my words very carefully. The reason being, if you are unskilled and you don't know what you're doing, leverage increases the amount of failures that you have. It increases their size, it increases their frequency. And if you're very skilled, leverage here increases the amount of money that you can make because you're already profitable. However, even for the people who are profitable, it can be incredibly dangerous if not used correctly. For this reason, you can see if you are elite, then leverage can help you make additional money. But if you are new or if you're a novice, leverage only serves to take your money away faster. Even once you're experienced and profitable, leverage still has two levels that need to be understood very carefully. The first one, which is generally the only one that we advocate for, is the most misunderstood out of all of them. Leverage as a mechanism of capital efficiency. And number two is leverage as a means for making more profit. Everybody rolls their eyes when they hear about the first one. However, it's the most important to get right because it's the only one that we recommend. So imagine this, you have $100,000. You're pretty happy, but also you want to make sure that this $100,000 is protected. Clearly, you've spent a lot of time and effort accumulating this money, so you want to make sure that it's protected as much as possible. So if you were a very high-level professional, what you would do is you would keep, say, $50,000 in cold storage. So it's protected from the whole world. It is where it is, away from every possible centralized exchange or authority. Nobody can touch it. And then you keep the other $50,000 on the exchange. Say you are holding stable coins and you're holding stable coins in your wallet and you're holding stable coins on your exchange. Instead of bringing over the $50,000 into the exchange and buying $100,000 worth of Bitcoin with it, you keep the stable coins where they are. And the $50,000 on the exchange, you apply 2 times leverage to that when you buy Bitcoin. So now, instead of having $50,000 worth of Bitcoin, you have $100,000 worth of Bitcoin, even though the other $50,000 is over here. This is an example of capital efficiency. This means that if the exchange blows up tomorrow, you still have half of your money protected somewhere else. But of course, nobody's going to listen to number one because everybody wants to be concerned with number two, which is how to use leverage to make more money. This is a problem because everybody believes they're ready for it once they have 1 or 2 trades, and they think that now suddenly they're magically able to use leverage, or that they should be allowed to use it because they have made some money investing or trading. Now, they do not understand that investing and trading is a probabilistic endeavor, and they should be accumulating many, many, many more trades or many more investments in order to understand whether or not the edge that they have is actually persistent and exploitable over time. So what we recommend is that you keep a diary or a spreadsheet or a document of some sort where you track all the different trades and investments that you have. This way, once you accumulate 30, 40, 50 of these trades or more, then you can start to understand and see your track record. No picking and choosing, no excluding one trade because you made a mistake and it doesn't really count. You include every single trade. Maximum accountability. That way you can see for sure whether or not you should be allowing yourself to have leverage or not. An unprofitable trader does not deserve to have leverage. No, 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 do not do it. A profitable trader, perhaps a little bit of leverage. The leverage is so incredibly dangerous. You can't even comprehend how dangerous leverage is. If we teach you nothing else, it's do not lever up anything unless you're absolutely, absolutely sure that you have an edge that is robust, consistent, and you as an individual have the ability to control your emotions and your deployment of this edge over time without making any mistakes. Because also, as leverage increases, so does the emotions. Look up Pavlov's dogs. Pavlovian conditioning is actually part of the reason why leverage is so dangerous. You place your position on, and if it starts to work in your favor, it's going up and up and up, and you're making so much money. For every incremental moment that you're making more money in the market, you are implicitly being rewarded through your dopamine circuits, and they're saying to you, look, it's working. I deserve this. I'm so smart. When in reality, the only thing that's happening is the market's conditioning you to keep that position open right up until the last minute where it doesn't keep going up. And then it starts to reverse on you, and whether or not you placed on more positions or more leverage on the way up, whatever it is, you're now conditioned to not close that position because you want to see it make an all-time high again. This leads to all types of behavioral mistakes where people go chasing positions, where they set their stop losses at wrong levels. They can do a whole bunch of really fucked up things. This goes on the macro scale and the micro scale as well. So it's like investors in bull markets, they don't sell the top because they are rewarded every time they don't sell. Same thing for traders. They don't take profits where they should because they're being rewarded for not selling up until the point where it stops going up, and then it's too late. Ultimately, there's a misconception that we are trying to hold you back and that we don't want to see you as successful as possible. Obviously, that's a logical fallacy. It's quite the opposite. The reason why we tell you not to use leverage is actually because we want you to make the most money possible over the long run. We have no incentive to hold you back. We have every incentive to make sure that you